Hi, this is Zak Mir with the US Chartbreakers here at Zak's Traders Cafe for Wednesday, the 28th of May. Starting off with the S&P, which is actually looking in a rather better place than it was even 24 hours ago. We've had the bounce off the old March resistance. That's effectively the neckline of an inverted head and shoulders, and we're pushing higher. Obviously, the initial resistance there, 61.50, which was the record high back in February. Best case scenario target, maybe by the end of next month, 63.10. Which is effectively the top of a broadening triangle, which has been in place since the early summer of last year. RSI at 62, so still plenty of gas in the tank for potential moves to the upside. Any dips towards 57.70 currently regarded as dips to buy into. Also, good turnaround there for the Nasdaq. Breaking that line of resistance there from back in February, that was around the 20,400 level. We came to fill the gap there down to 20,900, and above that, we're also looking not only for the February-March resistance, 22,200, but also as high as 23,000 by the end of next month. Moving on to the stocks, and quite a few exciting situations to look at today. First one is Anteris, and here, well, this W-shaped turnaround, we're looking for the top, not only the recent resistance there around $5.80, but the top of that rising trend channel at $10, perhaps as soon as the end of next month. RSI is pushed back above neutral 50, 57, which is right in the box seat for any upside, and $4.14, the 50-day line, probably any dips down to there are dips to get involved in the situation. On to Brooge, and surprisingly, a stock we sort of got away. Here we've got basically a broadening triangle type of turnaround. Here we broke the recent resistance around $2. Above that we've obviously rocketed, and looking for, obviously the pre-market says 489, looking for up to 570 as the destination over the next 24 hours or so. That would presumably take the shares back to the main 2-year resistance there towards the $6 level. Moving on to another winner at the moment, which is Forte, and here the shares doing well in terms of the gap through resistance, which is normally a good sign. $9 there above that, looking for initially $13.70, best case up to $21 by the end of next month, the top of that rising trend channel base from the beginning of the year. Big news from GameStop, buying $500 million worth of crypto, or Bitcoin, and here $40, the top of that rising trend channel. We've already gapped through resistance yesterday. Perhaps one or two people guessed successfully that some nice news was on its way, and above $34, $40 hopefully in the can. Next up is a very modern sounding company, iRobot, and here we got a U-shaped turnaround, gapping down on the left side and soaring on the right hand side. End of day close back above the floor of the gap there, 450, could get us up to $8 by the end of next month, and it looks as though we're in pre-market already making an effort to get there. On to Imunon, and here handbrake turn, handbrake reversal, bear trap gap reversal, vicious turnaround there, and shares above the old peak there around $1.85 or pushing through that. We can get another end of day close above that 185 area, looking for up to $3.20. On the downside, hoping that we don't have anything lower than the peak of the previous session there, $1.40. Another stock to watch at the moment is Livewire, and here broadening triangle base, breaking through the 50-day line, $1.77, already near the top of that broadening triangle at $4.40. Next level up, if we manage to clear that, would be the upper parallel of the triangle heading for 660, and we're looking for that by the end of next month. This stage only back below the $3.40 area, resistance on the way down, really delaying the upside scenario. NWTN is next, and a classic example of finding support at old resistance, in this case around $1.70. Above that, looking for quite simply a retest of the $3.50 area, which was the peak earlier this month. Early and end of day close back below 170, really questioning the rebound scenario. On to PSQ, and here rising trend channel base, breaking through recent neckline resistance around $2.20, and above that looking for perhaps a rather ambitious $5 target, which was basically 2025 resistance. If you're cautious, you might want to see an end of day close above $2.90. The March resistance for the stock. Next up is Richtech Robotics, and here rising trend channel heading for $5, which is obviously the old peak there that we had back at the beginning of the year. Recent resistance around $2.60, so above that, looking for $5, hopefully by the end of next month. Anyone who says the charting doesn't work can look at SharpLink, because I suppose in a way it didn't work, because we only had a target here at the top of a broadening triangle base up to the $10 level. Broke through resistance there at $5, and obviously have rocketed ever since. I'll have to wait to see how the dust settles. But yesterday's support there around 28.50 could be a potential entry point for those who want to get on the bandwagon and look for $50 subsequently. Finishing off with Tonix, which we have looked at before. Here we've got a rising trend channel base. Beautiful U-shaped, it's a combination of U-shaped turnarounds within a W-shaped reversal. Breaking the $37 area, or $36, well, $37 really basic to be safe. Breaking the $37 area, $37.83 to be precise. That peak in March, we're looking at $80 perhaps as soon as the end of next month. A lot of power in that move, 2 unfilled gaps to the upside on that situation. That's it from me today. More updates tomorrow.